I think that we should regulate AI so that it's better for the environment.
Oh, you said he's trying to deregulate. My bad.
Yeah, he's deregulated it. Like, I can't mention a single one that's got better off because of Trump's administration.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't really look too much into like the actual metrics.
Why do you support Donald Trump?
I just think the economy is overall better under Trump.
Okay. So can you name one metric of the economy that's got better off since Trump got in office?
I just know the stock market's a lot better.
Okay. So the stock market's been growing at a lower rate than what it was at the end of Biden's administration. Did you know that in 2024 it grew at a higher rate, according to the Dow Jones and the S&P 500?
Really? I just feel like a lot of my investments are up right now.
Okay, but yeah, they're growing at a lower rate than what they were in 2024.
Do you know why?
Do I know why? Because Donald Trump's tariff policy has made expectations worse off for the market. We have lower real GDP growth, lower real median wage growth, the worst year of job growth in the past 4 years. Inflation has gone up to higher rates than it was at the end of the Biden administration, which has kept interest rates up. We've had lower real domestic manufacturing investment every single quarter of Trump's administration.
Wait, so what has Trump done to lower the jobs?
What has Trump done to lower the jobs?
I feel like the jobs is coming from the
His
AI
tariff
race.
policy.
I feel like it's the AI race.
His tariff policy has decreased the amount of job growth.
But I feel like unemployment is due to the AI race.
Okay, which Donald Trump is deregulating to a greater extent.
How so?
His administration passed policies to do that, to deregulate it.
To make it. Wait, repeat that.
Yeah, he's passed policies to deregulate AI.
I feel like that's actually a good thing.
That's about.
Why so?
Not only can it harm job growth, but it can also be harmful to the environment.
Wait, you think there should be more AI? I just want to make sure I'm tracking what you're saying.
I think that we should regulate AI so that it's better for the environment.
Oh, you said he's trying to deregulate. My bad.
Yeah, he's deregulated it. We want to regulate it more so it's better for the environment, and so that's not unnecessarily just killing jobs.
No, I hear you. I agree with that. I'll be honest.
Okay. So that's what Democrats want to do to a greater extent. So given that you understand this now, Trump's made worse off conditions for job growth. Why do you support his administration when you have acknowledged now that basically every metric of the economy has got worse off since Trump got in office?
Literally everyone.
Practically every major metric. Like, I can't mention a single one that's got better off because of Trump's administration.
Yeah, I didn't really look too much into like the actual metrics. I just know the stock market's up right now, especially like all the big companies. So it just like when you're looking at it from the bigger picture like that, it just seems like the economy's doing better if the stock market's doing better. But
so the level of growth is lower.
No, yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah.
Okay, so then given that you know that now, then why do you still support Trump?
Yeah, I mean, if he's not really doing that good for the economy, then I feel like he's not really benefiting us that well. Did Kamala have anything in place that would have potentially made the stock market better?
Yeah, like she would not have imposed tariffs. She wouldn't have sent us to the war with Iran. She would have imposed broader tax cuts for working class people. Like all of those things would be beneficial for stock market growth.
Okay. What do you think about taxing the rich more? You think that's beneficial?
Yes.
Why so?
Top marginal tax rates on the rich incentivize them to reinvest into their businesses or to give wage increases to their employees. Plus, it also allows for us to fund our programs without taxing working class people to as much of it the same extent. Plus, there's a natural trickle-up element in our economy. If we have a strong middle class and we're taxing the rich more, that's going to allow for trickle-up. Those people who are making less money will buy the products that the rich people are selling, so the rich will still make money. If we tax the poor and we don't tax the rich as much, well, the rich will just be benefiting and profiting while the poor isn't getting access to things.
Nah, I get that. I just feel like like rich people, especially like companies, shouldn't be forced to pay more taxes. It's like I feel like they're already doing a service to the world. For example, like Walmart, Amazon, like all the big guru companies.
They pay like lower effective tax rates, and like their owners like are evading taxes. So like we should definitely make them pay more.
Yeah, I agree. If they're not paying at all.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure Amazon has had multiple years of just straight zero income.
Yeah, well, it's because they invest back in the company.
It's not just because of that. It's because of literal loopholes that exist, whether it be based upon certain notions of depreciation, whether it be based upon certain loopholes that exist because they've lobbied people. All of those things are going to cause better or worse off conditions for them being able to pay actually like a fair share.
Yeah. No, I get that. I just feel like whenever, like, if someone is that successful in their life, um, they definitely should pay taxes 100%. But I feel like they shouldn't be obligated to pay more than, like, I mean, I
They
feel
should
like
be they should be paying more than the average American for sure because they're making way more than the average American.
but they earn that. I feel like
No,
it's not like
no.
a huge belief of mine where I feel like it's like
Regardless of whether or
if
not you think they earned it, they should still pay back to society because that's their fair share to society. The society that created the conditions where they can even make that money in the first place.
there. No, that's a good point.
Like, don't you want like society to continue to function to stay stable so that people can get into those positions to a greater extent in the first place? I think facilitating a good middle class, a good average person is necessary for facilitating right social mobility and for facilitating profits for the richest Americans. Inevitably, it will in the long term be better for everybody.
I agree, and that's what I'm trying to say. I feel like that's why I feel like overall it makes the most sense to tax them more, but at the same time, like if you look at it from the bigger picture, it makes the most sense for the economy. But if you just look at the stuff that they're already providing for like the world, like kind of forcing them to pay more, it just kind of seems a little weird. But I know what you're trying to say. It's not really like a strong argument, but
Trump is imposing tariffs that place taxes on every single person. That's disproportionately negatively impacting the lower and middle income individuals because they spend a greater proportion of their income on consumer goods because cost of living makes a greater percentage of their income.
yeah,
So Donald Trump is just shifting the burden of taxation from those that are disproportionately rich and wealthy by decreasing taxes through income tax because it's a progressive tax structure that disproportionately gets the revenue from the rich, and then replacing that with tariffs, which tax everyone, right, and disproportionately negative impacts the lowest income American.
So what was Harris's plan to for that?
Maintain all the tax cuts through the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act applicable to income earners under $400,000 a year, and only increase taxes on income over $400,000 a year in order to be able to reduce the deficit by over $4 trillion to a greater extent over the next 10 years comparative to Trump.
So say that. My bad. You talk
Yeah,
really
according to
fast.
the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, her policies on a central estimate would have added $4 trillion less to the deficit and to the debt comparative to Donald Trump.
And how did she feel about taxing the rich?
She wanted to increase taxes on income over $400,000 a year by a few percentage points in order to be able to pay for all the programs she's advocating for, while simultaneously decreasing the deficit more than Trump would.
You think 400K is a good number?
Yeah.
Is that combined or individual?
That's
I
individual.
mean, I feel like 400 is
It's
It
only
seems
on
like
the income over 400K. So if you
Yeah.
make 500K, you only pay a higher percentage on the income over 400K, which is just 100,000 over 400K.
Oh, okay.
So if you pay 2% more on the income over 400K, you're only going to pay $20,000 more, or not 20,000, $2,000 more.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not bad. All right. Yeah, I mean, it seems like so why it seems like I'm not really like too knowledgeable. I'm sure you can kind of tell. I know like if I did definitely vote for Trump, why do you think I shouldn't support him?
Well,
Like what
because
do you what's the
his
yeah, like
policies
what's like
disenfranchise working class people, and they're worse for the average person comparative to Harris's policies. Harris's policies benefit the average person to a greater extent. Donald Trump cares more about the very rich. I mean, hell, he wants $1 billion for his new ballroom of taxpayer funds. So he's putting $1 billion into of taxpayer funds into a ballroom, but he's not putting that into the average American.
Yeah, didn't he promise us like some checks and stuff like that? You
Yep,
think
he
we're ever
promised
gonna
you
get
tariff
that?
checks, Doge checks, and we're getting none of them.
Yeah, that's kind of up, honestly.
It
But
really is.
what are we supposed to do about it now though? Like even if I decide not to support him anymore, it's like aren't we kind of stuck with him?
Yeah, but it at least gets you to realize that maybe you should vote for Democrats in the midterm so that you have a check on Trump's power, along with the fact that it also gets you to like look differently on the choice for the future. Like that's kind of the reason I'm having this conversation. Once we get past the midterms, I'll be asking people why they support Republicans or people like Vance or Rubio or Trump Jr.
Oh wait, so the main reason why you want people to become Democrats right now is just
To
to
hold
get you
Trump
said
accountable in the midterms, yeah. Because us getting Democrats more to a greater extent in Congress allows for us to hold checks and balances to Trump to a greater extent.
okay. All right, cool. I mean, yeah, I wasn't really tracking on. Like I said, I just assumed the economy was doing well. I knew gas prices are kind of going up for sure, which is unfortunate. But I guess I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on the overall. Like I believe you. I just want to do a little bit research, and I don't obviously want you to pull everything up right now. Just like on the overall economy itself. I just kind of assumed since the stock market was up that the economy was up, but Um, but yeah, I mean, if he's not doing good for the economy, and I don't really agree with him how he is as a person. So if that's the case, then I don't really know why I would keep supporting him, to be honest.
Yeah, look at the Bureau of Economic Analysis and take a look at the jobs report, the inflation data, and the GDP growth data, and compare it to what existed under the Biden administration. And that will help your analysis too. So, yeah, go do your research. I think that's incredibly important. I appreciate you coming up.
Cool. Thanks, man.